I hope everyone is doing well. For today's video, I'd like to go over inventories and cost of sales. All right. So the first one, here it says, Farley Company identifies the following items for possible inclusion of the taking of a physical inventory. So for each item, we want to indicate whether it should be included or not included in inventory taken. Okay. So the first one, goods shipped on consignment by Farley to another company. So here, you ship some goods to another company, they're going to hold it on consignment. So you would include it. Included. Even though they're not going to be in your possession, but because they're held on consignment, that means that you still retain ownership of the goods. Next one, number 2 says goods in transit from a supplier shipped FOB destination. So here you expect to receive some goods, but because FOB destination and they're in transit, you're not going to receive ownership up until you physically receive the goods, so they are not included. Goods sold but being held for customer pickup, those are also not included. Because even though you still have the goods, but because they've been sold, they're not. You should not include in your inventory. Right? The last one, goods held on consignment from another company, those are also not included. Because here you're holding goods for another company on consignments, so even though you have the goods and you're selling them, you do not have ownership of the goods. Okay. Next one now. Wilbur Company has the following items. Indicate whether each item should be included or not included in inventory taken. Okay. So the first one, freighted. That would be included. So remember class, for the inventory taken, you want to include all the items you need to acquire the goods and what cost you need to prepare for the goods to be sold. Okay. Next one, purchase returns and allowances. That also should be included. Because as returns come and go, and you grant allowances, that affects your inventory taken. Okay. Next one would be for purchases. Purchases, that is included. Because as you purchase goods, that affects your inventory count. Okay. Next one, sales discounts. That is not included. Okay, sales discounts is when you grant a discount to a customer. Yeah, the inventory is gone. So when you grant the discount, that won't affect inventory. Right? The last one would be purchase discounts. And that is included. Because the cost to acquire the inventory would go into the inventory taken. In this case, you received a discount. Okay. The next one now, number 3. Okay, so for here, it says you want to compute the cost of an inventory and cost of goods sold under FIFO, which is first in, first out, LIFO, which is last in, first out, and average cost. Okay. That's your lease company had 100 units in inventory, total cost of $10,000. Company purchased 200 units at a total cost of $26,000. At the end of the year, she had 80 units in inventory. Okay, so to do that, you want to use these standard formulas. So start with FIFO. So you want to start at the beginning inventory, which in this case we know is $10,000. Then you want to add purchases, which is $26,000. Now I'll give my cost of goods available for sale, which is $36,000. Now I want to calculate ending inventory. Now remember, I have 80 units. Now FIFO says you want to use the most recent cost. Okay, let's get the cost for each one. Okay, so we started with $10,000. We get inventory. So we take 10,000 and divide by how many units? That's 4. That's divided by 100 units. Okay, so the cost per unit will be $100 per unit. Okay. The next one is $26,000. The purchase divided by 200 units. So that would be $130 per unit. Now, I need to calculate that for 80 units because how many in the inventory. Now, I want to use the $130 per unit cost. Okay, so I would take here 80 units and multiply it by the $130. So that would be $10,400. So less my inventory, which would be $10,400. So we subtract those two, so my cost of goods sold will be $25,600. So, fill in each one. My cost in the inventory for FIFO is $10,400. And my cost of goods sold is $25,600. Right, now the next one, LIFO, last in, first out. Now, beginning inventory, that's going to be the same for all of them. So that's going to be $10,000. Purchases, that's also the same, $26,000. And my cost of goods available, same, still the same, $36,000. Now, here's a little bit different. To get my ending inventory costs, again, it's not going to change. It still needs to be for 80 units. So I'm going to multiply. But now, we're not going to use 130 because LIFO, last in, first out, means you want to use the earliest one, which was $100. Multiply by the $100 per unit. So this would be $8,000. My inventory now would be $8,000. So we subtract those. 36,000 minus the 8,000, it'll be 28,000. So I go over here, LIFO. I know my cost of any inventory is $8,000, and my cost of goods sold will be 28,000. And the last one for average cost. Average cost, again, still the first three lines will be the same. Again, inventory still be $10,000. Purchases will be $26,000. And my cost of goods available for sale, that'll still be $36,000. Now, to get inventory with average inventory, you want to take an average of both. Okay? So when you add both of these up, you add the $10,000 plus the $26,000 and divide that by how many units? Well, 100 for the first one, so 100 units plus the 200 units. When you do all that, that'll be $120 per unit. And the last part, to get my inventory, is still going to be 80 units. So multiply it by $120. Okay, so my inventory cost here will be $9,600. Plus my inventory, that'll be $9,600. So to subtract those two, my cost of goods sold now will be $26,400. So I go up here, my inventory, which I just calculated, is $9,600, and my cost of goods sold is $26,400. If anyone has any questions or comments or concerns, always feel free to let me know. I hope everyone has a great week. Thank you.